Dun 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 dun. A formulator told me recently that the thing I have going for me is my brutal honesty. Do you guys feel like I'm brutally honest? I don't know. I don't feel like I'm brutally honest, but maybe that's a skewed perception of myself. So we have a full Monday mix plate, and it is definitely a proper Monday mix plate because we're gonna talk about all the stuffs. Now, what's this? Some of you may know, others of you may not, but it is a Nuface facial toner. It uses microcurrents to zap sagging skin and fine lines. Some of you may remember that I'm not using any retinol products, and so I've got to combat aging somehow, and I've got a bug right here. So I truly need to combat skin aging, and this is how I want to try it out. I have a friend that works in a spa, so I got a discount. Couldn't turn it up, couldn't pass it up. I was talking to her about how I wanted it, and she's like, oh, I can get a discount. And I was like, really? Tell me more about this discount you speak of. Anyway, so I just picked it up yesterday. If you're intrigued by what I'm talking about, microcurrents through a conductive gel to, you go through a little facial routine with it, go check out my friend Jenn's channel. She has a review of this as well as the other competing device that uses similar claims, kind of like a similar technology, although I think it's different in the current. Is the Zip facial toner. So she's got both of those on her channel. So I'll link both of those below if you want to go check them out. She's an esthetician. She's amazing. She's a good friend of mine. And so if you're not already subscribed to her channel, go subscribe because she's amazing. Anyway, so I will update you on this in probably like 4 months about how I like it. Now, if you recall, I did this DIY facial vitamin C. It was distilled water, a little bit of ascorbic acid and baking soda, and after the first week it was still completely clear. This is 4 weeks old, so obviously it's oxidized. We wouldn't want to use it. However, I do think mine grew something, and I think it's a direct result of me using this pH meter, which is very difficult to sterilize. I don't highly recommend these unless you're doing products like cream cleansers or things like that, gels maybe. For liquids, I really like these pH strips, which are the Jella's universal test papers. They're not as accurate, but it is what it is. $10 on Amazon for 100. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss this. I don't think I'll remake it just because it smelled like metal, and I don't really want to add a preservative to something like this that's only going to be used for a week. It just seems like more steps than I want to take, and so for me, meh. Okay, now these Orgaid vitamin C revitalizing masks. Now I had purchased and tried one of these, I think probably like 6 months ago. I wasn't that impressed just because I feel like I've tried a lot of Korean beauty sheet masks, like the hydrogels and seaweeds, and they're just way more impressive for almost the same price for what I want, which is hydrated skin from a sheet mask. So I saw Mercedes from Lab Muffin on her Insta stories raving about these masks, but she was talking about the Greek yogurt one, which I actually kind of do want to try because I love Greek yogurt, and so especially for skincare. So I went back and pulled out this other one that a friend had sent me, and I was still like, meh, meh. Here's how it fits on me, and this is probably the reason I wouldn't repurchase it. Just because I feel like the reason I've gone to hydrogel sheet masks is because they fit really nicely. And so the purpose of a sheet mask is taking some very hydrating, sort of potent serum, using something occlusive like a hydrogel or a fabric, and causing that to be pressed to the skin and held there, and keeping it moist, and that is supposed to deliver results. Well, if it doesn't fit well, then it's really not delivering results. So the vitamin C one, not a repurchase. I may try the Greek yogurt one because that one sounds lovely. Now, Beauty Heroes has a little Vapour seasonal beauty discovery out featuring their soft focus skin perfecting primer as well as the deodorant. You do get to pick the scent of the deodorant as well as the base tone of the perfecting primer. Then it also comes with their lip conditioner, which I have got to say has been the standout product for me. I have it in my car. I don't have it here with me. Hopefully I can insert a shot here. I'll link the details below if you want to go check it out. I feel like I really haven't experienced them enough to give you a solid perspective. I will say that Jeannie's kind of stimulus for putting these three products together was kind of, it's like your gym essentials. Like you throw it all in your gym bag and you're good to go. She said she really enjoys mixing this with her sunscreen because it kind of acts like a filter, like smooths fine lines and large pores. I don't wear makeup every day, so I'm not really sure, and I don't wear powdered makeup. I wear like a serum. I wear the Gressa foundation, so I'm not sure how this will work for me, but if I love it, I'll update you. Now, really quickly, I wanted to tell you, if you are a plant lover, where I buy a lot of my plants recently from, and that is Hertz Garden. They are based out of Indiana or Ohio. Their quality is amazing. I've purchased succulents from several different places, but I just find that their plants are the healthiest and I feel like they have some of the best prices. So I'll link them below as well. Now, a viewer asked me a question and I thought it was a great question, and I thought I could give you guys a lot of information about me and kind of my philosophy in answering it. And that is, she wanted to know, with getting PR samples and getting to try a range of products, how do I kind of incorporate that in, and then how do I know what's working? Now, my philosophy has been based on my previous experience blogging about subscription boxes. My current my philosophy for And the Color Green has always been to say no to PR products, simply because I wanted my perspective to be about what I could actually afford and what I actually felt like I would spend my money on, because I'm a big thrifty deal-seeking gal. And I felt like when I got into green beauty and I went looking for a foundation, the one review that I found the most helpful was by the person that had bought all the samples. And it was kind of like that in there. I was like, you know what, that's gonna really be my perspective. Now, after having relationships with people in green beauty, I do now accept the Art of Organics monthly box and the Beauty Heroes boxes. Those were long-term connections, and that I've been involved with the people involved with those boxes for a long time, so I felt like it made sense. I felt like I've watched them for a period of time that I really felt confident in the message they're trying to bring and the products they're sending out. So those are the only two things that I get for free. Everything else, if somebody wants me to try something, I say I will purchase it myself, and then if I like it, I'll give it a review, or if I plan to purchase more. And so that really helps me keep the products down. And another reason I kind of do that is because I don't want to try everything. I found after trying product after product after product when I was first subscribed to a bunch of boxes that it just really wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to find a few products that I liked and I just wanted to use them. So that's why it's just easier for me if I just only accept like a very, very minimal amount of PR stuff. So let me give you an example kind of about my routines and the way I incorporate a new product in. Now, for the last couple months, I've only been using soap for the most part, or a single oil, aside from trying a couple products, to wash my face. So that's the Osmia Black Clay Soap, or a jojoba oil or sweet almond oil to take off makeup. Or that kind of, or that Hack the product I did of the May Lindstrom Pendulum Potion. I use that to take off makeup as well. So then I would follow with my homemade toner, hyaluronic acid toner that I've been making. This has multiple weights of hyaluronic acid in here. So for example, when I knew how this performed, because I've been using it for a couple months now. Now, for example, when the Art of Organics Aloe and Green Tea Hyaluronic Acid Serum came, it was easy for me to switch these two out, because they basically do the same thing. And so if I didn't see a difference in my skin, or my skin kept performing like it normally did, then I knew that this product was working pretty well if my skin was staying hydrated. My next step was to use the Aloha Youth Serum, the Olena oil, and a moisturizer. So when I got the De Mamiel product, now I used this. This came in the January Art of Organics box. I've been using this for a month. Now when the De Mamiel product arrived, and I've also used up an entire container of this, so I knew how this performs. I know I've used this for months now, I know how this performs. Now when the De Mamiel product showed up, I started using either one of these, and then these together, with a moisturizer on top. Now at the time when I first got it, I was using the Osmio Organics Purely Simple Face Cream. And so I finished that, then I opened this, and because I've tried a lot of moisturizers, I knew that the drying down matte, I knew what that was a result of, and I knew how that was playing with these products. So now let's get a little bit more specific. This product is intensely moisturizing and has a lot of great ingredients. Now, if you go back and you watch my review about this product, I say that there's no way in the short amount of time that I used it, which was like 2.5, 3 weeks, that I could comment whether or not the ceramides in here were working. I could comment about whether or not it was moisturizing, if it was playing well with my other skincare products, if my skin was liking the texture and smell, and it was. There was a lot of things that I really like about this product, and maybe when I'm done with it, I will comment on the ceramides, but some of those active ingredients like ceramides, peptides, vitamin C, retinol, some of those things are subjective to the person and their specific skin, diet, environment to using them. However, if something's moisturizing, I feel like most people can tell that, right? If something plays well and layers well with other products, then I think people can tell that too. If there's plenty of ingredients that gives you a good faith idea that this product will work, like for example, this product contains ceramides, but it also contains a penetration enhancer, meaning that it has things in here to try to help your skin absorb it better than just throwing ceramides in a cream. You see what I mean? And so I have a lot of confidence that my skin is receiving benefits from this product. So much so that I would like to purchase a full size of it when I'm done. But if you look back, there's not a lot of products that I review, like give a formal review, unless I've finished it and plan to buy more. That's usually when, or I feel like there's something I can contribute to the conversation about that product. Like those Orgaid sheet masks, they're $9. I feel like try the Wamisa masks before you try that mask. The Osmia Purely Simple Face Cream, I feel like that face cream is definitely underrepresented in green beauty, which is why I wanted to give it some time in the sun. I feel like this product was great for summer, that's why I included it in the moisturizer video. Is any of that making sense? Like if you look back at my moisturizer video, I say all 5 of those products are good at moisturizing the skin, meaning that they're able to help your skin retain moisture, which is what they're supposed to do, right? And then I talk about the varying differences. It's much easier to talk about a moisturizer than it is to talk about a vitamin C serum, which is why you probably won't see me doing things like vitamin C serums until I've got a really good handle on a product. And that's why I haven't done one on peptides yet, because it's like, for me to sit here and tell you that I like a product or I think it's working well, that's a very serious commitment to me. And it means something to me to recommend that you may like something. So that in a nutshell is the answer to that question. I don't get a ton of PR stuff. I have a very minimal routine, and so when I incorporate a new product, I can tell relatively quickly whether or not it's giving me some superficial benefits like moisturizing, playing well with my other products, seeming to enhance my skin. But for some of these more complicated things like ceramides, peptides, vitamin C, that all takes me a really long time to be able to say. I've truly seen benefits. Like if you go back, the Garden of Wisdom Eternal Youth Elixir, I won that in a giveaway. It's like $70 some. I used the entire container before I said that I felt like it gave benefits to my skin, and I repurchased a new one. So that's the kind of reviews I like to do. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.